Good morning, traders. Welcome to the second part of our weekly outlook. And for my room, second part of the recording for the day, which is the first one you're going to have much more. We're going to do the cryptocurrencies and stocks and index and so basically, remember what happened, right? So this could have been, I told you, we're not trying to sell this, but if you tried to sell it, you didn't get the trade. You should have closed that trade and you didn't get any sell here. It's actually going back up. And if this comes back to the top here, there are two things we look for. This could go here, and if it makes any pullback here, it's at least going to give us one more up, at least one more up. Now, that could all still be within a corrective structure for one more down. But we have seen these cryptocurrencies done that before, where they just make small flats, and just keep crawling up, especially at the very start of it, right? So when you go to the very start, you would see really, really slow moves. Look at this up move here. Look at that. Really slow, flat, go, flat, go. Those are really big flats. It's just that the way I'm having it, you can't see, right? So it made a correction here, it went up, made another bigger correction here, went up, made another big correction here, went up, made another correction there, went up, made another big correction here. I think you could input all of this as a big correction. Then went up just slightly, broke the top, came back pretty deep here, went up, came back all the way back to the bottom. And it was just climbing up all the time. So the up moves could be really slow sometime until they take off. So if this is starting something like that there, with a flat here and then make another flat here and then go and then make another flat here and then go and then make another flat here and go, you might find that this could be the start of the bigger move to the upside. If you're a buyer, and especially if you're an investor type buyer in these cryptocurrencies, which is what you should be. I really don't like the idea of trading these short term. It's pretty dangerous. If you're an investor type buyer, this could be the start of the up move. If not, it's a deeper correction. So let's say you bought it and you're still holding it, it's a deeper correction, or you want to buy back into it and this becomes a deeper correction. You'll get a chance to get out for break even if it's going to drop one more. But if this is the one coming, we could come back all the way to this top, not necessarily breaking this one, because I think this would be a running flat. This is pretty sharp. We'll come back here and then probably go. So you'll be in this range here for a while, back to the top, back to the bottom, and then go, which is going to give you a big flat in the middle, right? I don't think this is the B wave because this one has the biggest correction in it, which means, well, I'm not looking at this as the B wave, but if I'm wrong, then this just keeps taking off. So in terms of investment, you wouldn't mind if I'm wrong. You'll be happy that that is the next impulse. But in terms of pattern, you still have to be aware that that possibility exists. So it's going up if you got a buy setup. If you want to get a buy setup, wait for a flag, take it. Beware that it could come back down and then go back up, right? By the way, if you want to know why these arrangements are there, we arrange them by patterns. And patterns mean every time the ones that broke the top are at the top here, and then you'd see the other ones that didn't break the top. And that is why we were convinced last week that they will all probably go back up, because there was a series of them that didn't break the top in the simple flat pattern. And that means something else is wrong. Now, this is coming back really deep here. And if that happens, again, it will probably come back here, make another flat, and then go back up. So that would be making this correction, going back up, make another correction, go back up. And if you do that, it's either a slow climb or it's a big correction for one more down, but that will give you break even, right? That always gives you break even. So if you took this one, you close it for break even, you're probably not going to buy, wait for a pullback, a flag, you can buy. It breaks this top. What if it doesn't break that top? What if it gets a flag here and you bought this one and then it just do this and start to come back? Well, then it will probably come back. I can guarantee there's a chance it's going to come back and then go. And this would be your chance to get out for positive, because you can put that to break even when it breaks this top. And if it drops, you'll be out of the trade. But again, if it makes another big flat again, you repeat the process from the bottom. Better to get the trade from here. Now, I'm not sure you will get it from there, but it's better to get it from there. So this looks like a correction to drop. If this drops here now, if this actually drops here now, it will be much better, because then you can buy it here to retest the top, and this would be a good flat. Pretty much like this. But this one was clear it's going to drop. This one is sharp. So we can be clear that this one is going to drop. This one, we knew this was going to drop here. So just wait and see how the pattern develops, and then you can go, right? Dash, right? This one pretty much, if you sold, you close. Same thing, it didn't go. This could still go, right? This is one of those, all of them at the top there that broke the top. I still think this could break the low. unless it comes all the way back to the top here, then we'll assume that they're making a flat here and then go. Right, so if you're buying, I don't think it's worth, if you're buying here, I think you wait for it to break the low or wait for it to come back to the top. When it drops here, then we buy from this point going. And just be another flat. This also broke the top. You had 1, 2, 3. We broke the top. It starts to come down. It's this one is coming down like a correction, literally. Right, so you can see this drop, correction, drop. It's still here. They can probably go there, come back here. But if you keep doing that, this is just a bigger correction for upside. So when it breaks the low again, you buy. You look for a buy setup. Right now, I don't think this one is the one going up because this looks really corrective. So this will probably repeat what they did here, what this piece did. Is go back to the top there, make a flat, drop one more here, and then you look for a buy setup here to go up. Right? This would be the first impulse. This would be the deep correction that would take off. Same here, this one broke the top. We broke the top, 1, 2, 3. They start to consolidate, and this is looking like a big correction in the middle here. So you've got an impulse down. You're getting this. You can probably get more of this. Get one more here, and then that should go up. This is going to be the first impulse. It's going to be the correction. That one goes. So they're still looking upside. This one here, it actually broke. We were not selling it, and we actually forecasted, because these two were sharp, that this would probably make a correction here, come here, go back up there, come back here, and probably go. I believe that's the most likely scenario. In any case, if this had come sharp to the bottom, we'd be looking for this to go back up. So I still think this might end up being the B part of the structure, this whole piece. Right, this piece here with this correction, come back to the low, go back up there, come back here, and then go. This would be the first impulse. This is going to be a flat, and then upside. If that pattern behaves the way we expected, then you'll get a chance to buy it back from the bottom all the way back to the top. So you don't have to keep it. OMG, this one looks very much like a flat on its own. Right, this one looks like 1, 2, 3, and I wouldn't be surprised if this actually goes. You get a 1, 2, 3, you get a bigger flat. It could go. It might even go as a 1. If this starts to correct here, they'll probably do this, and then we'll retest the low. So is it a slow climb, or are they just trying to correct and retest the low? You wouldn't know that because they move up like that. It behaves like, look at this deep pullback and then slow. Look at these flags. Look how many of them, and look where it ends up. See where it ends up? So you have to assume that these flags are normal, deep flags before they take off. So take a trade, wait with it a little more, especially when you're at the bottom. If you get any flag, now it's a buy to break this stop. And then wait that hope that it takes off. XRP, this is still in. These are the ones from here going down that didn't break the top, and that is why we were pretty sure that they're going to have more upside, because this could drop. I could literally see this one even dropping to this low, but this is our correction. So at some point you have to go to break that top, and then you can drop lower if you want. Right? So at some point it doesn't matter how low it comes. Some of them are even running flats. So the confusion is these didn't break the top, but some of them broke the low. See, if you break the low, then that suddenly becomes a running flat. The buy should have come here. If you're buying this, we're trying to buy that there, and now you can buy this. This should be a buy. Take this off, and this is where the buy comes in. Why you want to buy here? Because at some point this impulse comes either to the top. Now there's a high probability we will retest this low. There's a very good chance that this goes up to the top there, but now it comes back, retest the low, because this becomes a running flat. Now, if you bought here, by the time you get to the top there, you're not only going to be getting break even, you'll be getting a lot of profit out of it. See? So that buy was good at the bottom here, especially these. Let's see, we're expecting it. Now, the question you might ask, well, what if it just stays within this structure? What if it only comes here and come back down? Big deal. You're still going to get this at some point, right? So let it go back up. If you manage to get out for break even, good. If you don't, then just let it drop, wait for it to go back up. You put it to positive, and then you take that trade off, right? If it keeps, it will drop. This will drop one more. You'll take the profit, you wait for it to come, and then it'll repeat the process, buy from the bottom going up again. A number of them have this running flat. I think this one has a running flat. No, this one is a regular flat. So we have to move this. This was a regular flat too. So that became a running flat. It has to go downwards. I think it has to go somewhere here. So this didn't break. This didn't break. See? This didn't break. Oh, this just broke. So this has to go above these now, right? This one will go above that because this just broke the top. So if you're in this one, now you have to watch it to see, is it going to continue to go or is it going to drop? Right? That could be a flat for downside because finally we broke the top. Well, I'm in this one. So this is where I would decide with this area here. Whether I close the trade, depending on whether it's dropping to consolidate or whether it's consolidating here to go with it. I don't think I can put mine at break even as yet because I'm still about $60. It's a very small trade. It's some money I have on Skrill, which is not the trading platform. You can just convert your money there. It's not for trading, this conversion. It's very expensive to convert there, which means although I converted it in here, for some reason I'm still not positive, right? Because there's $90 for the transaction and then they charge the spread both ways. So I guess I'll have to just, although it break the top, right? I'm still not positive because that's the worst place to convert your money, right? That's not a trading platform. And turn out, I'm just looking at it right now. I'm still $60 down. Very strange, right? I should be more. So basically, let's see what happens here. We're going to keep this. Then this one broke the top and it came back. Oh, we did that already. We did this too. Let me go back to the, we did autumn. I think we did that also. Yeah, that one didn't break the top, but this is going to be a running flat very soon because I can see this literally breaking the low and then going back up there for a running flat. So this would become a running flat. Can be sure about that. Let's see this. This is already a running flat. This one is going to be, this one would likely be a running flat too. No, not necessarily. This one is pretty low. It's here, right? It could come here and then go back. There's still ways to the bottom and then go back from there. So we'll keep this open as a possibility for upside. And this one. Yep. This will break the low here. You can't take the entry there until it breaks the low. So you want this to come here, break this low, and then go back up. This would be the flat. You put the entry here for the buy or lower if we get it. This here, this is a running flat in the making, right? This could also be the completion of the running flat if you look at this as the impulse, because this was a short impulse. But this didn't break the low, so I'll assume that this has to come break the low and then go back up. We'll wait. And this. Also, you can take this as a completion of the running flat if you want. This has to come break the low and then go. But if this goes back up, it means we haven't completed. We're going for this impulse up and then we're going to come down. So these three of them or four of them that has running flat pattern, I still think they'll make a new low. Then come back for the impulse. This looks like it should make a new low, then come back for the impulse. Because we're still in this move down, right? Although that was sharp, this should make a flag and break out. Or drop and break the low. We haven't broken the low. If you didn't break the low, this is still a consolidation going down, right? So let's go. We finished that. I'm going to run through this really fast because not much happening here. Nothing here, stay out of this. It's consolidating. Oil went higher. If you took the trade, take the profit. It broke the top already, take the profit off. And now we're looking for a possibility for sell setup on this one and this one. Right, this didn't break the top, so you can keep this actually. You can put a break even, or you can look for another. It'll probably go a little higher. It needs to break that top, and then we're expecting the drop. Right, we're looking at this as two set of consolidations in here, with this flat in the middle. Right, so you get this, you get that, you get this, and then you have to come back here for this one and go back up, and then we're consolidation in here for a while more, and then go PayPal. Let's stay away from it. You can look for a sell setup if you want. Tesla, it's coming down. There's a reason we closed it up at the entry above the top, but there was a buy here, but we decided it might not go. Close it, put the entry above the top, wait. If not, you got in the trend, you're still in it, wait for it to pull back, close it. Amazon, put the buy above the top. Again, it's above the top, keep it above the top there. Let's see, US30. Yep, we closed it, but well, we were expecting that to be a flag. It came down a little more, so take this off. We're still in consolidation. If they come back here and they consolidate, we'll just be in a bigger consolidation. Can this drop some more? I think it can. You can literally expect this to drop here, but then you're still expecting to go back up. This is just a bigger correction, right? So I'll take this off. This is useless. This could drop a little, but we're not selling that. Nowhere we're selling that. We didn't break this top. So until we break that top, we're not selling it. We're expecting it to come here. That is just a deeper correction. Let it drop. And then we wait for the buy setup here to the upside, right? It should be the same for all of them. Yeah, we had an entry there. I think because it came down, we look for a deeper correction, put your entry above the top. If it's a contracting flat you wanted, see this here. This one broke the top and it's coming down. If there's going to be any sell, it could be on this one here because we broke the top when we were coming down. So this might be the only one that gives you a sell setup. 1 second, guys. Let me just, okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, sorry about that. We just have a few more to finish. So if you want a sell setup, this could be a sell setup because we broke the top. It could still be a bigger correction in the making, but then we can manage this. If it goes back higher, then we'll assume it's a bigger correction in the making. Put the sell on this one, and let's see. This, stay away from it for now. We're waiting for the break of the top before we get a trade. It's probably going to break the top. We don't have a buy setup. And Nifty. So Nifty, you should be in the buy. Well, you probably closed that because it stayed there for a tag unit, stayed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. By rule, you're not in that trade, right? If you got tagged in the hourly here and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, you know it's not going, right? Close and re-enter. Can it come down some more if they're still consolidating? Then this would be a really big consolidation if you get a flag here for a drop to this level. Maybe go back up. Let's see. Consider this sell actually if you get it because we broke the top. So they could come back at least to this level, even if we're still in that correction. But if they drop, make a new low and then go back up. So there might be a sell setup there. You need to get a flag though. So I'll put this as a flag in the making. So okay, guys, thank you for your patience to wait all this time. There is no London session because the market is closed for London session. Please, somebody send me a message. Let's know. I'll check it. If anybody can check it, let's know there's a New York session that we're going to have, right? I'll see all of you. Take care. Trade with care. Be careful. Markets close. Thanks. Bye-bye.